Hello, I'm Joe Barks. Welcome to another edition of The Road Back, brought to you by Club and Resort Business, Club and Resort Chef, and the Club and Resort Chef Association. Today's episode is sponsored by Sutherland Furniture, one of the most respected and iconic names in the exclusive to the trade luxury furnishings, textiles, and accessories market. Sutherland has dedicated over 3 decades to working with the very best in the design world to create and market truly unique and exquisite products. Everything that Sutherland does, and the elite clientele that it serves, is dedicated to making life more beautiful. In the hospitality sector, Sutherland excels when working with contractors, architects, and designers. The company's hospitality arm aims to extend luxury living from the home with furniture that is made to withstand crowds and heavy use while combining durability, elevated style, and limitless design possibilities. Sutherland pieces can be used indoors as well as outdoors, always working hard so you don't have to. With every order, big or small, Sutherland provides comfort and convenience to enhance guests' luxury experience. Learn more at SutherlandFurniture.com. For today's fresh insight into how Club and Resort properties are meeting the challenges posed by the coronavirus outbreak and finding new and innovative ways to boost business levels and return to full operation, we're going to look at how the club at Pasadera in Monterey, California, which came under new local ownership in November 2018, has been able to sustain some impressive membership growth since then, even with the unexpected operating challenge that this year has brought. We're joined today by the Club at Pasadera's General Manager and Chief Operating Officer, Kurt Burmeister, and Chris Slaver, a Managing Partner with the new ownership group. Thank you both for giving us a few minutes today. Kurt, this club's only 20 years old, but it's already had quite a roller coaster ride after opening as the Pasadera Country Club in 2000. Could you start by giving us a quick recap of its history leading up to when you took your position there at the start of 2019?
Yes, absolutely. So the club, as you said, 20 years old, spent a lot of money to build it, $43 million to put it on the map. And Jack Nicklaus signature golf course with phenomenal facilities from pools and clubhouse, Mediterranean design. It's a beautiful property. But since that day, it's kind of went through many ownership changes. A Chinese company or two came through and really didn't give it the love that it needed. So here we are today with a great local ownership group, and things have really changed for us.
And Chris, you're part of that new ownership group, and even with all that checkered past, what got you involved and interested in helping to get this club turned in the right direction?
Well, Joe, great question. Our family is a founding member of the club. We joined back in 2000 and watched Jack and his son play the course and open it for the members on the Sunday before the U.S. Open at Pebble Beach, which was his last U.S. Open. It was a memorable day for everyone. In fact, we had Jack and Jim Nance from CBS on the property last June when the Open returned once again for a courtyard chat with our members. I think we had 250, 275 members out in the courtyard enjoying lunch and listening to both Jim and Jack. But to answer your question specifically, it was, as I sometimes joke with my wife, TJ, not quite sure that I had all my marbles on at the time we made the decision, but we have a great and iconic property, and it was being ignored and not taken care of. Members were leaving, employees were getting fired or resigning, and it was just it was like a sad puppy dog, and we knew the puppy dog was had a nice face and was good. It just needed to be taken care of. So we started to talk to some other members and other local people and put together a group. And in November of 2018, a transaction happened, and we've been very, very, very surprised by the tremendous reaction by the community and the membership. So.
Well, and then Kurt came in shortly after that, and then both of you started getting involved with setting priorities and executing a recovery and growth strategy. So what were the keys to that?
Yeah, sure. I think, Chris kind of touched on it there. Really to go to the heart of the operation was the initial focus. Looking at our policies, what we wanted to be, we truly wanted to be a family-driven club, and hired staff accordingly, brought on a great chef, Colin Moody, that, is well known throughout the peninsula, and he can do a lot of fun stuff. So, really looking at the core pieces and getting that message out to the community that the club was not golf focused. It wasn't, tennis focused. It was really about the entire community piece to bring it together, and the message resonated. I mean, it was, and we had to back that message up with programming that supported it, from family social nights to, looking at all the areas to drive that, that family piece and have it really resonate with the community in it. And again, it's worked tremendously.
Yeah, we added fire pits and a bocce ball court, and I tell you, Joe, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, there's 100+ people out there under the lights, enjoying the Monterey weather and eating outside, which is mandated today by the county. But I tell you, those fire pits are the best investment I think I've ever made.
Well, that's what leads me to my next question. You're getting this momentum going. You're about a year in, and then the coronavirus outbreak hits. So what sort of challenges and obstacles did that create for sustaining that momentum and building the membership up?
Well, we're certainly being creative with how we're going after that. It was almost genius to do a lot of outside focus on our programming, because that naturally set us up for all the coronavirus. The weather's been phenomenal. So we moved everything that we had going inside, we moved it outside, and we're doing 120 to 140 dinners on a night that is properly spaced out, that we work closely with our county on to say, are we okay by doing this or not okay by doing this? And we've had support there. And, our activity level has never been busy. I mean, looking at the numbers, we've actually doubled our member dining revenues from a year ago to where we are today, and it's all just moved outside. So
at the same time, we've seen a lot of clubs that have really benefited from the pandemic, if you want to put it that way, because they are the safe haven that people feel comfortable about going with. Have you experienced that as well, and seen a lot of people, new members as well, come to you because they wanted these new recreational and social opportunities they can't get anywhere else?
Right. I think our membership activity has exceeded our expectations. The number varies on exactly where it was when we started, but right about 200 to 225 when the new group took over. Today we're knocking on 500 members. So in less than 2 years, when you factor in attrition and what have you, we're up 300 members, which is crazy. And Joe, as you pointed out, it's that safe haven element. It's that golf is available and something you can get out and do. And we've kind of played on that to say, now bring the whole family out, and we can really, really make a nice experience for these new members, and the word has traveled throughout the community. And, I think we're the funnest club on the peninsula. It's a heavy competition, but we've found our little niche. Our average age is right at about 50, which we're the youngest club on the peninsula. So a great combination of things.
Are these a lot of these new members had not been club members anywhere before?
We've stole a few. So, yeah, but, or just complimented their club. Let's, say that. But a lot of them are brand new members. Our ambassador program, which is kind of our younger member program, has just ballooned. So those are a lot of new families that are just being introduced to clubs. But yeah, a combination of some avid golfers have mixed in here as well. We have a very competitive membership. I think our handicap is lower than anybody else as well. So it's a combination, but it gives that good golfer, their family something to do as well.
So what does the future look like for you guys? Are you just going to just keep rolling?
Yeah, I tell everybody, Joe, I thought when we took over, this was a 3 to 5 year turnaround. So we're just ending month 23, coming up on 2 years, and we've done a lot of things, but we're far from finished in doing what I set out with the ownership group in attempting to accomplish. We've redone the driving range. I mentioned the fire pits and the bocce ball. We're redoing the tennis courts here coming up in a few weeks. The golf course has never been in better condition, but there's still a lot of work to do there. The facilities, like we mentioned earlier, had not been well taken care of, but they are making a turnaround. We've got plans to one day build some casitas. We need more places for nightly stay. We have a lodge that has 5 bedrooms and 4 baths, but it's constantly being sold out because of the surge in membership. Our goal is, we think the facility can hold about 625 people. So, we still got room there. We just completed a phenomenally successful membership drive. We had over 70 members participate in it and benefit from it, by the way. And that's what's been a great part of the drive to the 500 that we're very, very close to. I think we'll hit it in the next week or two. Don't you, Kurt?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is that, a member referral program, or is it some sort of special initiative?
Yeah, you hit it on the head, right? Just it's all been, most of that growth has all been from members telling members, or potential members, what's going on.
Well, it's great to hear all this, and we really appreciate you filling us in on the success you've had to date, and despite the challenges that have come up this year, and it's pretty inspiring for the whole industry to hear how you're moving forward. So we'll certainly be watching eagerly for further updates on your progress with this impressive turnaround story.
Great. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Once again, this has been The Road Back, brought to you by Club Resort Business, Club Resort Chef, and the Club Resort Chef Association. Today's episode was sponsored by Sutherland Furniture. If you have a great idea or success story you'd like to see featured on a future episode of The Road Back, please contact us at editor@clubandresortbusiness.com.